Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? You are watching The Lit Individual Show. I am your boy, Tony Betton Jr. You guys, Lit Individual Show, you know what we're doing. We're talking with lit individuals doing lit things in their industries, in their communities. They're just overall lit individuals. And right now, I am super excited to be here with Bonita JaLane.
She's here. She's in the building.
She's in the building. I mean, you came in strutting like you mean it.
You know.
You look good. You smell good.
Thank you.
You feel good.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
You're always bringing good, positive energy. What's up with that?
Only way to be.
Yeah.
Only way to be. Even no one needs to know anything that I'm going through. No one needs to know. That's not the burden. My burden is to make everyone feel special, feel loved, because God loves us. Jesus loves us. So I'm gonna spread that love as much as I can.
And if they want to hear about how you feel, they can go listen to the music, right?
They sure can. They sure can.
You want to hear if I'm having a bad day? Go listen to track 6 of da 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 da.
Pause it at 0.3.39.
Exactly. Well, look, talk to me a little bit. I mean, you as an artist, as a creative. Well, look, before we get to that, let's talk a little about how we connected, right?
Yes, okay.
So we connected. You see, I'm wearing this lovely hoodie right here.
You are, and it looks so good on you.
You know, the ACE Honors Award, the Oscars of the South, the Entertainment Awards of the South.
It is.
And you, from the first ever ACE Honors, won the award for Best Female Vocalist.
Pop the cherry. Woo!
Oh my gosh. And I asked you to bring it. I said, I wanted you to bring it. It's a beautiful award.
It is.
Talk to me. Because we were able to meet at this award show.
Yes.
We were sitting at the same table.
Yes, right next to each other.
You met my mom.
Yes.
And it was so funny. They called your name. Well, first of all, they called the nominees. And we was like, okay, yeah. I was like, that's my table mate. I want her to win. And then they called your name. What was the feeling like when you heard that? You're in this room full of, I mean, you've got Brian Michael Cox.
Yes.
You've got Clinton Powell.
Yes.
Chris Tucker was a nominee. Ian Burke.
David Banner.
Yes. What was it like winning this award?
First of all, Tony, I was happy to be in the building. You know, anytime I get to get cute, get my makeup and my hair done and get some good food and just be out and meet amazing people and network and let people know what I'm doing. That was the experience for me. I was excited. And the fact that I was even nominated, it was something to be on a red carpet like, yes, I'm nominated. I wouldn't say that I didn't care. I was more so just excited and grateful for the moment, right? Even at the table, you saw how excited I was talking to y'all, good energy, and just happy to be there. So when they called my name, it was a shock, but then it wasn't a shock. I went to the bathroom. I almost missed my name, which is crazy, because I went to the bathroom and I looked in the mirror and I said, what if I'm taking a picture of a ACE Honor winner? That's exactly what I said to myself in my head in the bathroom.
Right before.
Came down, sat in my seat, and they called my name.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I was still shocked. I was like, and my friend was like, you got to go up there. I was like, oh yeah, I got to go up there. So it was amazing. It was just like, of course, every time I get to fulfill and do what I love in my dream, it's an amazing thing. But when you start getting your flowers and to find out, and I know family members and friends and supporters that's been supporting me from the beginning, they were sending me the receipts of them voting every single day. So I think that's what made it more important to me, because it wasn't just, I'm giving it, or nepotism, or just, it was because it was my people who voted for me and forwarded and shared it, and family members that I didn't even know was following still was reaching out to my mom like, okay, how do we vote again? And she's walking them through it. It was just amazing. The community, my tribe, my vibe showed up for me.
It's one of those things where it's like, this award isn't for me. This award is really for my
supporters. That's what it was for.
And for my fans and for my family and my friends who were voting voting every day.
It's a commitment. And even though it doesn't take any money to vote, it's just the fact that you took the time out to do it. And I do have some friends and family members and supporters that did put a $10 donation or put a $5, but it's just the fact that they decided to vote for me is what matters. Yeah.
So you being Best Female Vocalist, I mean, I want to talk a little bit about your music. How did we get to this point? How did you realize this is what I want to do?
Yeah.
You are a full-time artist.
Now, yes.
You're a full-time artist now. Talk to me just about your journey and how you even got to this position to say, look, I'm leaving the workforce. I'm going full-time for this.
It is a journey, and sometimes the Most High pushes you. You ask for it, you pray for it, and I'm huge on manifesting, and I'm huge on trusting and knowing that I'm supposed to be wherever I'm supposed to be, and if it's for me, it's for me, right? But of course, us as humans or second guessing, creative or entrepreneurs, and like we sometimes second guess our purpose, right? And this year has been I'm not second guessing nothing. this is for me. I know where I'm supposed to go. If that means stay in alignment, that means that things are not always, I see the good even in the bad times. I see it as character building. I see that, oh my goodness, like that had to happen to me because I'm not the same person that I was before then, you know? And I put it in my music too. I'm a serious songwriter when it comes down to my emotions. I have to put that energy somewhere, right? So I have a studio in my home. I go upstairs and I put that energy somewhere when I can, and I just write and I just leave it there in my music. Yeah. So that's really where it's like, if you want to get to know someone, if they want to get to know you, go listen to my music, right? Yes.
Go listen to the stories that I've been able to tell. And with that being said, talk to me a little bit about your newest project.
Yes.
So the newest project that you have, what is the feel of this project versus some of your other pieces of work that you've done?
Oh, man. You know, when I first started off, I started off with Dipset. So I was singing hooks on Dipset. My first ever recorded song was with J.R. Ryder, and Joel Santana. Like, I didn't know nothing about the music. The business, I just wanted to sing. And I'm a sheltered only child, and I was singing about gangster stuff. Yes, I'm from Brooklyn, but I didn't know nothing about that. I just was singing just because. And I was still trying to find my way. All the years of me doing this, I found my way. 2012, I decided to put out my own project. And I think that was the closest, my first single was the closest that I started to find my way. I started to find my sound, but I still was trying to, not to say compare, but talk about the things that's going on right now. Not really so much feelings. Talking about love. And I feel like it didn't have any substance. It just sounded good and it felt good, right? I feel like the place where I'm at now is bigger than the music. Is what am I saying? On top of just explaining my feelings, but what am I saying? If someone listens to this, what are they going to get from this? Are they going to grow from this? I mean, I'm not a pill that everybody wants to swallow when it comes down to staying positive and looking at yourself and look as a mirror. Like, I'm talking to the man in the mirror. Like, you know, how can I be better? How can I be a better person within myself so I can help not only my community, help my family, and help myself. I'm all about self-love first because that's what turns you into the person that you're supposed to be, whether the ups and the downs. So I feel like the difference from then to now is, yes, it still feels good. I still have music that you can dance to. I still have music that tells a story, but I'm telling a full story now. I am 100% authentic. I'm not afraid of what you think of me. I'm not afraid of who you're going to compare me to. I'm in my own lane. You can't even spell my name JaLane without lane. I'm
just trying to tell you.
And that's a good place to be. It took a long time, I'll be honest with you. 2003 to 2004 was a rough time for me, ups and downs. Even when in the business, learning the hard way, not having my business together, trusting people that I thought was going to take me to another level, trusting people will invest with money that took advantage. Like, the album is called Kept Kissing Frogs for a reason. And it's so many frogs, and people think, oh, it's just talking about relationships and love. Frogs were friends. Frogs was depression. Frogs was fear. Frogs was everything that was holding me back from what I needed to be and where I needed to be and afraid. From 2020 to 2005, 5 years of making this album. Up and down. Oh, I'm going to put it out now. Did a live recording in 2023, paid all this money, invested, used my job as my investor, and never put it out because life happened. But I continue to keep going, and I feel like Kept Kissing Frogs, it should be a trilogy. I feel like this is just the first of many of me telling this story. Yeah. And what Frogs turned into was forgive, release, overcome, and grow. Forgive, release, overcome, and grow in order for you to soar.
Wow. A lot deeper of a meaning than most people may see. Because everything has a lot deeper of a meaning, right? Yeah. Everything has a reason. Everything has a purpose. Whether we understand it, whether we like it, whether we welcome it, whether we decline it.
Yes.
Things are going to happen how they may. And one of the things I always live by is the serenity prayer, right? Yeah. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, but the wisdom to know the difference, right?
You better go ahead.
Don't get me started with the church, okay? But I think that that's a very important thing, and one of the things you talked about was self-love, right?
Yes.
And this self-love is the best love, especially in this time that we're in now, where it's so much going on. Our attention is literally, everything is fighting for our attention. Everything is fighting for our finances. Or everything is figuring that out. How do you currently, and how did you tap into your self-care? Whether it was something as simple as going for a massage, whether it's something as simple as turning your phone off. How did you begin to realize what self-care is? Because I'm even still learning how to self-care. I try to learn how to turn myself off. How do you do that?
Oh man, that's constant. Massages is yes. Manis and pedis, yes. Even if it's just getting my hair done and sitting under the bowl and washing my hair. My self-love also is like even things that I love outside of the music. I like to paint. So I might go and paint on a canvas. I added coloring books to my merch. I love to color other things. So I was like, why not share this love of coloring and just letting it be where you turn off sometimes as a creative. Sometimes we're always on. We're always thinking of what's next. What should I do? How should I do this? How can I push what I put out? And sometimes we forget to stop and just appreciate what you did. So that's coloring. I started doing puzzles.
I love a good puzzle.
I love a good puzzle. It's so many different. Sometimes it's watching a movie that I loved in my childhood and just watching it and just forgetting to think about anything. Sometimes it's just not worried about, I gotta go with my trainer, I gotta lose this weight. I'm making myself pancakes because pancakes make me feel good, Those are all the things that I do. Like sometimes it's just standing outside barefoot on the pavement and just looking up and just taking in that you're outside of your home and you have a home to be in.
Wow.
So many different things. Sometimes it's listening to affirmation music. Sometimes it's writing a poem. Sometimes it's writing nothing. It's times where I've wanted to journal and put Dear God and did not have anything else to say. So it's so many different things that you can do that will keep you and push you. And then first of all, is giving yourself grace. Yeah. So many times we're so hard on ourselves. And I've started this whole campaign where I ask people, which I'm probably going to ask you to do one for me too. You probably saw it on my page, where I've asked people to tell me why they love themselves. And you know what the craziest thing, I felt like it, at first when I first did it, it was just like to push my single, to push the video that was directed by Derek Blanks. It was just to push it. And then it started becoming more because every time I would ask somebody, it was so many times where they did not know. And they was like, that's crazy you asked me that. And they were like, you don't know how much this means to me. The fact that I even had to figure out what to say. Like, do I even know if I love myself? So yeah, that started becoming bigger and bigger. So many different amazing actors, actresses, like people in the community started sending me their videos, and it's just getting. I'm excited to see how far it goes. Yeah. And so far, we are over 20 videos, and I'm still posting. So I'm excited about that.
And knowing that your spirit, your music can touch others, and heal others, right? Do you consider your music a form of therapy for yourself? Do you ever go back and listen to songs, to be able to bring out certain emotion, or to tell me a little bit about that? Because sometimes our music can, or our projects can be love letters to our future selves.
You better ask these questions, honey.
I'm trying to tell you.
You better tap in. No, seriously, honestly, it is therapy, and it's cheaper. I have therapy, and it's cheaper than my therapy bill. When I'm on that stage, it takes a different kind of courage to create something and expect someone else to like it and listen to it and take time to not only spend money with you, but spend time with you, right? So when I'm up there, I don't take for granted. I don't care if it's one person. I don't care if it's 5 people. I don't care if it's 3 people. I take that into consideration of me being up there and showing my authentic self. Yeah. And that took a long time to get to that place. And it's 100% therapy. Like when I go up there and I come off the stage and some people might say my song touched them so much that they cried. That makes me cry. That's a cleansing of, you're doing the right thing, Bonita. You're on the right path. Do not stop. Just keep going. It's okay not to compare yourself. And because as an R&B artist, right, you have to be selling some certain things in order to become mainstream. I'm okay with where I'm at. I don't have to be mainstream. Yeah. I just want to be able to sustain and make money and music doing what I love. I don't have to be a super mega star. I would rather make an impact, have a purpose, and help someone. And daily I'm learning that, and daily I feel like I am.
Yeah. Yeah, being able to have that audience that you can really connect with and really vibe with, those supporters who are going to vote for you every single day.
Yes.
Those are those different individuals. I want to kind of switch gears because you are an artist. Yes. You're a passionate artist. You're a songwriter. You're a creator. we're going into an interesting time frame.
Oh Lord, I know what you're about to ask me. Yes.
We're going to an interesting time frame of music right now.
Yes, very much
of creation. We're talking about how AI is advancing and now has begun to be integrated into, we know, film and television, but also the music industry, to the point where you can create an artist through AI, hit a Billboard chart, get a deal, make an album, and never show your face. Not be a singer, not be an engineer,
Milli Vanilli,
not be a producer, anything like that. What is your stance on where that is right now and where it might go?
You know what? At first, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was highly upset. Highly, when I had a whole album that I had to fight with. I'm under United Masters now, but I had a whole album removed from what was it, TuneCore? One of them, I would never use them again, but anyway, they removed my whole album because they said that someone put my song on the playlist that had AI bots. So you removed me as an independent artist,
an actual person.
You removed my music because you said it was AI bots connected to it, but you allow someone as an AI artist to put music out and hit in Billboard and on the charts. So make that make sense.
It doesn't.
So it doesn't make any sense. So I have since then come to terms, right? This is, I mean, if you're not comfortable with change, then, you know, it is what it is. I do not, myself, I'm not comfortable with it. I will not use, I feel like AI is supposed to be used as a tool, right? So I can see it used as a tool, but the best part of creating as a singer, songwriter is the creation. It's so many times where I literally say, "Oh wow, Bonita, you have a superpower." It's times where I finish a song and I'm drawing the tears, no matter what the song is, because I was able to put the lyrics and formulate a song, and it's a completed project, and it came from me. It's times where I have a song called "So High." I literally wrote that, and I was like kind of like singing, rapping in the beginning, and the words that I was saying, I was like, I didn't write what angel did y'all come down because y'all having fun with me, because I don't remember. Like, it was just crazy because I'm like, who is writing this? That's the best part of creation for me. So y'all can have your AI, right? I know that this is not going anywhere at any time, but I'm a part of the Recording Academy. I literally sat with other Recording Academy members in Congress, and we was fighting for this bill to be passed so that can be removed, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Protection.
Protection against artists and not just independent artists, just artists, period, without using AI. So I know that it's just the beginning. It's going to be an upward battle. So my thing is to pivot. My pivot is what already started happening in my career, is being authentic and actually touching the people. The artists that right now, if you want us to see, you're going to have to connect. It's like, because there's so much artificial things, my thing is now is, y'all can have that. I want to connect. Like, I'm going to continue to put on my shows. Listen, I sold my first project. My mother sold the most out of, like, literally we was out the trunk, not literally, but you know what I mean? Like, we were at my church. We was at the community centers. We was at New York City Transit selling CDs, hustling CDs. If I had the CD sales, I would be platinum. Seriously, that's how hard we was going. I'm getting back to that. I'm dropping my album again in January and February. I'm dropping it again on vinyl. I'm doing a whole big thing, and I'm inviting everybody to come out that support me and do it a concert, and I'm gonna have it on vinyl so you can purchase it.
Well, you know, I have a vinyl collection, so let me know, and I'm gonna need you to go ahead and because I love a good vinyl. But see, that's smart, and that's what I think artists are realizing, because they have to pivot to that, right? We've seen the rollout with, for example, Cardi B, with Summer Walker. How can we be interesting in the way that we connect? Because that's one of those things is, okay, well, the song sounds good, but you can't go see that artist perform because they don't exist. But
the crazy thing is, this has been, honestly, it affects me. Yes, it does affect me as an artist. But as an independent artist, I'm a true independent artist. No machine behind me. I came from the mud, from the ground. I've been doing this. So it affects, it's going to affect more mainstream people, like big people. But this is what I've been doing. I am used to this. I thrive in this area. So it's almost like, okay, y'all can have that. I'm going to continue. I'm just going to go harder. I'm going to add more merch to my thing. I'm going to talk. I respond to all the messages from people that actually reach out to me. I have conversations with them. They really feel like when they come to the show or something afterwards, I'm coming to take pictures with you. I'm coming to hang out with you. My fans turned into friends that really rock with me. So I don't even consider them fans. Like, if you're family, like if you rock with me. So I've been here, and I just want to continue to build that. To build it, to make it bigger, so that I am able to just sell out a show where it's just my people there. But I'm thriving here because this is where I was grounded from, and where I was already doing shows where I was inviting people by sending it directly to them, not just a blast. You know what I mean? So I would say that it will be hypocritical of me to say I'm fearful of AI. I'm not scared of anything, because anything that's for you is for you. It's just, I'm just finding ways to make it better to connect with people. I want to connect with people more so. And
as we continue that connection, I do want to know, with you talking about that, you have the experience, you have done the hustle with selling CDs out your car, right? But now we're in a different generation with this new AI music. So you've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
Let's talk now to the next generation of artists.
Yeah.
What advice would you give them as a creative, as we have the tools for AI, but to still have that hustle where you may not necessarily be selling CDs out of the trunk of your car, but the importance of still having that hustle, still being a creative, and not using AI as a crutch or fully going into it? What advice would you give to other creators with that?
I mean, to be honest with you, you shouldn't use anything that is digital or social media as a crutch. Yes, as an independent artist, it's amazing that we have social media, different things to promote our stuff, because that way we put our own music out at any time, right? But what if that shuts down? What if all of this shuts down one day? All of AI shuts down, no way to connect. How are you going to reach your people? How are you going to reach those people that you built so much AI with if you don't have no connection to them outside of that?
Yeah.
So I say like, don't like, we already, since 2020, I feel like the whole world has been desensitized. Like, I feel like people can't even touch each other. I feel like when you go out, everybody's in their phones. Everybody is like losing that sense of community. My advice is to get that back. I can't do this on my own. So long I've been thinking like, oh, I can do this on my own. I can't do it on my own anymore. I need help. I need help of my people. I need help of people that support me, who love my music. When I go to Spotify and I see 3 people listening at the time that I post it up, you know how happy I'll be like, 3 people are listening to my music. I don't know what song they're listening to, but the fact that they're listening to me at this moment.
From somewhere in the world.
From somewhere around the world, from France to London to Africa, like all over the world, someone is listening to my music. I don't take that for granted, and I want to continue to build that. So if it does end tomorrow, meet me at, no, just in a parking lot.
Yeah, no, for real. But that's the hustle, that's the grind, and still making sure that you're able to reach people. Like you said, if the internet went down today, can you go up the street and perform at the local festival? You know, if we had to start this whole thing over with music, because it was at one point, again, them chitlin circuits.
Take me on a bus like the Motown days. Put me in a bus. And that's in me, as when I decided to now go full time, I'm trying to find so many different ways, put together my own tour, not stop. Like, that's why when I get this vinyl as well, I'm going to I already have merch. Make sure I step up my merch. My candles will be there. My coloring books will be there. Finding other ways to connect and sell things on top of your music, and also setting up the shows. I don't care if I set up a show, only 50 can come in, 50 people come in, even if they spend $10, I guess what that helps me to go towards the next one. So yeah, this is free game you guys are getting.
Yeah, I know you really are.
I'm really good.
you really speaking game, and I think that is important as well. To know the business side of things. So you are an artist, but you also have that business mind, right? You talked a little bit about how you said when you first started, it was learning a lot of that business, and you said you just wanted to be the talent. And I know I find that as an interesting thing, right? Because a lot of the times, especially when we're younger, right, we say, I just want to sing, I just want to rap, I just want to act, I just want to do the talent. A lot of our athletes, I just want to play the sport, I just want to, but wait. There's more.
There's more.
And so tell me, when was it that clicked the way you realized, oh, I need to be doing some business. I need to sell merch, because as we've learned even from artists, the money's not made in just the streaming. The money's made on tours and them shirt. Beyonce sell $45, $65 for a shirt, and people will buy it. You said candles, coloring books, puzzles.
I'm adding,
when did you begin to realize? She said, I'm adding more. When did you begin to realize I have to tap into the business as much as I am the artist?
The frogs. So many frogs. You know, like I said, I started off with Dipset and just singing and just wanting to sing, right? I've had multiple deals on the table and never, and I always I used to cry about it when I used to be like, why didn't I sign? Or why didn't this go through? Or why did this fall through? And how come this deal didn't happen? And so many, and I've had contracts that have been looked over and this and this and this, but God don't play about me. So he's been protecting me for a long time. I didn't realize until now. It's so many things I'm like, oh, that's why that didn't happen. I've seen peers, like I was in the studio with the Chris Browns, like running around, playing tag and stuff on top. But I used to open up for Chris Brown to the Neo. I was in the studio when he was Schaefer, and I was just in a writing session and just wanted to just be in the room, and he was writing for other people. And a lot of things, if I would have been signed then, I think about it, I would have been singing whatever they wanted me to sing just to stay relevant. I would have been doing things that probably just to stay relevant. And I would have not learned the things that I know now. That is so many, and I'm not trying to say no names, there's so many artists that are famous but are broke. Right? Yeah. So
got the followers, but
not the capital. Or they got the followers, but are in such bad deals that they have lost everything 10 times over. They have got on drugs. They have so many different things just they owe money to the labels over and over and over and over again, who only saw an advance but never saw any. Come on. I know some of y'all saw in the documentary. You know, and that's just one person in the industry that's done it. They have been this is frogs.
Frogs ain't no new
Frogs ain't no new thing. It's not. So I feel like those are, and I'm not knocking anybody who did get a deal like younger and older, but I've heard more horror stories and people, and it's crazy how that a lot of the ones that had it now, how many independent artists, big name artists that you know are independent artists now. I love y'all, but y'all not independent artists. If you ever had a big following and then turned independent, yes, you're independent now, but they should have a new term for that, because you're not. It should be
re-independent.
Re-independent. You know what I'm saying? Something. Yeah. Versus me, who's never signed a deal, never had a big following. And it's a lot of the ones, and that's what I love about the changes that's being happening in the industry. So yes, the AI stuff coming, but people are recognizing I'm finding my tribe in the inspirational, in the positive. Yeah. I might not reach a whole bunch of people, but I'm reaching the ones that need to be reached. That's what I love about the Duran Bernard, who got nominated, to the Lettucey, who I looked up to and was like, oh my God. And now she's independent, but, so I'm looking at all those people that are like kind of underdogs that are starting to we're starting to get our flowers. Yeah. And I just feel like, you know what? It wasn't the time then, but my time is coming in any way that it looks. Right. When I was younger, it was like I had to have this, it has to be this. No, I'm still living my biggest dream daily. I'm sitting here doing an interview about something that I love. Yeah. Looked at it literally months ago and said, I need to be on there. And where am I at right now?
Hello?
So those are the things that I love and take advantage of, and know that my time is coming.
I love that. I want to know how Bonita describes herself when it comes to your music. How would you describe the music that you release? You mentioned yourself as an R&B artist earlier. Yes. Is it progressive R&B? Is it R&B soul? Is it, what kind of vibes do you get? Maybe a little bit of all.
It's definitely a little bit of all. I never. And it's crazy because I did get considered for a Grammy this year, right?
Okay.
And
congratulations.
that was my first year in the Recording Academy, first year getting considered, and I felt that was a huge accomplishment. But I was really kind of upset and disappointed because it took me out of, I put it in progressive R&B. Yeah. I put it in also inspirational, and they took me out of it and put me in R&B, which is flooded, right? I'm not just an R&B artist. So... And I know it's probably partly because of how I did it, and I'm new to it. I just all the years that I've been in the music, this is my first time where I'm starting to actually get in the rooms and get in my flowers. So I appreciate the lessons that I've learned, and I'm just just happy. But I was really kind of upset, and then realized it wasn't just me. Like Major, who's somebody that I opened up for, I love him. He's a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And he went through the same thing. And he didn't put it in that category, but they put him in that category. And it just also made me say, like, yes, the awards are beautiful. They're amazing. But it's bigger than that for me. I am a nostalgic. I am a soul. I am an inspirational R&B, soul, sometimes jazz. You can't really put it. So if I was to describe it, it would be, I don't know.
It's hard to say.
Soul. It would just be soul.
Yeah.
And I love, like, rest in peace to D'Angelo. Like, these are all people that I've studied and watched. And he used to say in interviews all the time, they kept trying to put him in a box. And he's just like, I just make soul music. I make soul music, whether it touches your soul in some type of way. Whether that might be a hip hop song, because I grew up, singing with Dipset and, Rockefeller, all of that, being around those. So hip hop is in my blood as well. So I might on a song, or like my song, so I might be rappy singing. Then another song is a ballad. So it might take you to church. Like, I love myself. So I would just say soul.
Yeah. Genres are a funny thing, right?
Yeah.
They're a funny thing. And the thing is, they can be bended. They can be twisted. They can be infused. And that's why a lot of times, when you think about the different forms of how hip hop has progressed, the different forms of how, R&B has grown. Because when we go back, R&B came from jazz. And then even R&B, it's not just what we hear today, it's rhythm and blues, So it's really been a growing thing. We've seen the Recording Academy now as we enter this new season change up the country categories.
Yes. Now Southern Soul. It's so many,
the Southern Soul craze is going crazy.
Which is crazy now. And so it's like, but Southern Soul is what country was from the beginning. It's not really new. It's not really new. So it's so many. So when I say soul music, I mean, it's all a part of it. It's soulful. It's soulful. It's nostalgic R&B soul music.
I like that. You said it's soulful. It is soulful. See, you... Songwriter. That's a beautiful thing I learned when as I began to just learn about writing and songwriting is storytelling.
Yes.
It's a lot of different stories that are being told, whether you're singing, I think you mentioned So High.
Yes.
I was playing some of your music earlier today as we were getting ready for the interview, and just hearing just kind of the different vibes and the feels and the roller coasters. What is that like for you when you're in the songwriting mode, right?
Yes.
When you're thinking about whether or not it's a concept, whether it's you get the beat first and then you write, or it's maybe you're in the car and you're like, oh, what is that? Or this is how I'm feeling. How do you add the storytelling into your music, and why that's important to you?
Oh man, it's like a moment. Like I said, when I say it's a superpower, it really is. It could just be something simple. Like I'm weird. I'm silly. And I was listening to, my phone was ringing, and my other phone is the regular ringtone. And I was like, and I started making a song. I'm like, what are you doing? Making a song to the ringtone. I was on a Porsche show recently, and her theme music came on. There's no words to it. I started, and she was like, let me find out. I said, listen, let me know. I got you. You know what I mean?
Get a new song for next season.
Oh, let me do that before somebody steals it. Let me call it. But so it's all about feel good. So when I say feel good music, it's how I'm feeling. Like, even I've written a song crying, right? And then afterwards felt good after I wrote it, because I was able to put that energy into it. So it's huge with me, whether it's listening to a track, whether it's a band and I start freestyling with the band afterwards, and that turns into a song later. As
might be just going off in rehearsals, and then it's like, oh well, let's hold on to that.
Yes. So listen, I love my voice. I feel like I have a huge gift. But I really love my pen. I love the fact that it's just not about singing for me. So it's really about expressing. It's really about sharing and creating through lyrics, through words, through putting it together. So that's where I feel like my superpower, because even if I decide to write a song and someone else sang it, it's still me, because it was my energy that I put in it to write that song. So back to the AI thing, I know people that's using it who are not singers, right? Who are songwriters who want to use it as a tool. It is a tool. right? So I feel like, and this is why I'm gonna continue to fight. I'm gonna continue to go to Congress. I'm gonna continue to do whatever I got to do to help out, because you can still, I feel like you should still be able to use it as a tool. I'm just like, let's be real. The ChatGPT have saved me on a lot of errors and different stuff that I've used it for as a tool. I just feel like there should be restrictions and regulations where you cannot compare that to a regular artist. It should not be able to billboard. Unless, and if a songwriter use it, a real artist has to sing it. Yeah, they can use it as a reference, but a real artist has to sing it.
Or maybe create an AI chart. Create a whole category. You know, because if you're gonna start doing that for like the Recording Academy, all these things, let it be a whole category where there's just AI competing against each other.
Oh yeah, so then they can go down that rabbit hole.
They can go and battle that out.
Battle that out
digitally.
And then how you know who's not stealing stuff? You know what I mean? And if I put this voice in it, and that's the fight that's going on right now. So it should be removed completely when it comes down to comparing it and putting it with real music. That's just my opinion, and I feel like that needs to be recognized.
Yeah, yeah, I agree, and I think that's a bigger conversation because, like you said, that's regulation, that's change, that's influence. The entertainment industry in general is what do I like to? It's like the wild, wild west right now.
They winging it. Everybody's winging it. Everybody's is winging it.
From television to film to Hollywood to streaming to music to AI. It's just it's a lot. So with that being said, as we begin to kind of close, with the place that we're in now, in the space that we're in, I just I'm gonna leave it kind of open to you. What do you want to leave our viewers with right now, whether or not it's self-care, self-love, whether or not it's about the industry that we're in, whether or not it's just, something encouraging in general. What advice would you give our viewers of something they can walk away with that's on your heart right now?
What's on my heart right now, just from our conversation, I literally got chills, and I hope that someone watching this really feels what we were talking about and what I'm going to say. I'm going to say this, coming up in this industry, I really looked up to a whole bunch of different people and just felt like, you see so much and you're like, oh, I want that. I can't wait to get it. And then when you start to get in those rooms and start to see that it's a lot of people that don't have it all together that you think that has. Some people might look at me, oh, she has this, but you don't understand how far it took me to even get here. I just feel like enjoy the journey. That is, and I don't want to cry because someone just asked me that. I was like, someone said, are you okay? I said, everything is not perfect, but I'm enjoying the journey. You only get these one time these first. My first time winning the Ace Honors, I'm only going to have that experience of not like, oh my God, going up on the stage one time. It might get bigger. The stages might get bigger. The awards might get bigger, but that was my first, so that is a part of my journey. So have to enjoy the journey. The biggest thing that you can do is do not compare yourself to anyone. That is the biggest downfall. You got a lot of these emo artists that are these kids are committing suicide and doing these different things because they are feeling like they're not accomplishing and being where they're supposed to be because they're comparing themselves to other people. Your journey is your journey. Once you realize that, you'll realize, you think about all the things and places you came from. I think about those times where I was in the studio and just wanted to sing and didn't get any royalties from singing it. I barely had to fight to even get my name on it, to now where if my name is on it, I'm in the credits. I'm getting checks $6, $7 here and there, but it's the fact that I worked hard to get there, right? I didn't have that before. It's a part of my journey. I think about how I was years ago when I was just open for these different artists and different things, and now where somebody Brian Michael Cox might say, hey Bonita, I know who you are. I might not have worked with him yet, but he knows exactly who I am. Who you never know who's watching you. How people you looked up to all of a sudden randomly are following you and reaching out to you, and I'm like, you never know who you're touching. You never know where you're going to be tomorrow. I might be sitting here right now, and then next week they're like, well, Bonita she on tour, she doing, it's your journey. So just enjoy the journey, where it leads you. If you keep going, it might not look exactly how you thought it was going to look. It doesn't look how I thought it was going to look. but it's tailored to me. It is my journey, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm loving it, the ups and the downs. Yeah. Because even all the bad things that happened to me, all the frogs that I've experienced, they helped me become the person that I am right now. They helped me be able to tell my story that could possibly help somebody that don't have to. They not saying they're not gonna deal with no frog, but they not gonna have to deal with that frog. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's a journey. Like Nips used to say, is a marathon. It really is a journey, a marathon. I collect turtles. I say the turtles in the hair. Mm-hmm. I might not look like I'm winning a race, but I always win a race because it's my race. It's my journey. So. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. It's not just the destination. It truly, truly is the journey. And the journey is what you make it as well. Yes. You know, so keeping God first, continue to stay the course, continue to stay focused, stay hungry.
Yes, and the destination is always changing. Yeah. It's always changing. If you love it and you still want to go for it, it's always, the purpose is always changing. So I might get to that destination and guess what? It's another level. Mm-hmm. Like Donkey Kong. I found when my song played on the radio, that was me getting to the next level.
That's the next level.
Yeah. I didn't save the princess yet. The princess is me. I've saved the princess because I love myself and I'm okay. Like, Bonita, you're on the right path. You're on a journey. Tomorrow I might not feel that way. Tomorrow I might be like, Tag, what did I do? Or how did I do this? But I'm on that journey and it's mine to experience.
Yes. Yeah. Bonita JaLane, thank you so much. You are truly a lit individual. I appreciate your spirit. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your talent and your creativity. I speak positivity into you. I speak greatness, beauty, and so many things that is coming your way. You continue to be an inspiration, and I'm so grateful that you came on the show today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me and listen at my DM and like, girl.
No,
I love that.
I'm so glad. And again, it goes to the point of saying we're just sitting at a table.
Yes.
You know,
didn't even know.
It
also goes to show you, be yourself. Yeah. Treat everyone the same. Mm-hmm. You never know who you're next to. You never know who you're talking to. Mm-hmm. You never know. God put you there for a reason. Yeah. And so just let him take control.
And look at us now.
And look at us now.
Yes.
And we both brand ambassadors. I don't have my hoodie on.
No, but it's because you got your award.
But this year,
they're going to see us in March 2026.
Let's go.
At the Ace Honors. Bonita, thank you so much. If people want to stay connected with you, stream that music, where can they do so?
Oh, my goodness. Follow me at Bonita Sings. My website is bonitajalane.com. Listen, y'all better go to that website because it'd be hard. I'm an independent artist. I take my time to update it.
Hello.
So bonitajalane.com is my website. You can check out everything there. Please, my album is called Kept Kissing Frogs. I've worked really, really hard on this. Next year there will be more music, but don't ask me when I'm putting out next one. I just put this album out.
Listen to this and listen to some past music.
Listen to this and this and take this in and just know Kept Kissing Frogs is out on all streaming platforms. Support even.biz, literally pay for the album and also connect with me. Message me. You can message me on there. I'm also giving goodies anytime someone streams it. Share it with somebody. Please, even.biz. If you go to my website in my Instagram, which is Bonita Sings, it's in my bio.
Yeah.
But my website, BonitaJaLane.com.
And get some of them coloring books and puzzles and some of that merch, right? Yeah. Go ahead
and a candle. Light a candle, listen to the music, and as you listen to the music, color the page that you're listening to.
So go ahead and make it like a kit, right?
Yes,
go ahead and get yourself a kit.
I need to do that.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Yeah. Everyone, you guys, it's been a pleasure being able to have Bonita JaLane here on the Lit Individual Show. She is truly a lit individual. Y'all make sure to check her out, stream her music, and support her just like she supports you. And you don't even know her yet. I love it. You guys, it's been the Lit Individual Show. A special shout out to Train to Catch Planes, a beautiful studio. And if you ever want to be able to say, hey, I want to shoot up in there, look, it's more spaces. It's a beautiful space, and you guys got to check it out. You can also make sure you follow the Lit Individual Show on social media, powered by the Rep Zone. Everyone, we'll see you next time. Peace.
Everybody, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Everybody, let's go. Let's go.